In this video, I want to show you a really easy way to lower your cost per purchase, whether you're doing e-commerce, some kind of lead gen, anything like that. If you're running paid ads, I want to show you a really simple way to drop your cost per result just with a few very simple tests. So let's get right into it. I'm going to show you an example of me doing this actually live, and then show you how I set it up and the thinking behind it and what you should track and keep an eye on. So the core of the strategy is just testing lots of smaller audiences. Now, Facebook's algorithm has gotten really good lately at when you keep the audience very, very broad, it can find the right person. However, I still find tons of value in testing audiences. A lot of people say it's not good to do interest anymore, they just go all broad. I'm still finding tons of value from doing it, so I'd really recommend doing it yourself. So you can see here, testing a ton of different audiences. Most of these are profitable for me, besides like some of these ones that got a little bit expensive, which happens and it's normal. But a lot of these other ones are really profitable and they're bringing really easy, quick wins, which is great. So I want to show you how I set it up and how you should set it up and how you should be thinking about the whole thing. So what I like to do is I like to essentially take my winning ad. So you got to make sure you have some kind of a winning ad across the board. And that's kind of your baseline. From there, you want to set the budget to these very, very low. The whole strategy is around testing a lot of audiences at a very low budget, finding the winners very quickly, and then keeping those winners kind of throughout and continuing to scale those up. And you're basically rinsing and repeating. So you got to know what your threshold is, obviously. And then once you hit that threshold or you get close to it, you got to stop it or keep it going. So in this case, what I'm going to do is let's, for example, just set up this daily budget at $8. And I mean like really cheap. Like I would recommend testing anywhere from probably $5 to $11 max. I think around like the $9 to $10 range is really good. I'm just going to go a little bit cheaper here. Then what you're going to do is you're going to test one single interest. And you can change things like gender, age, and stuff like that. Like for me and for this offer, I know that women works very well. You know, I'll just go ahead and do 35 to 65. And you basically just want to choose one interest. So in this case, I'll choose, let's just like look up like one interest like this. Let's just do fashion design. And that's my first test. Super cheap, my winning ad, that's it. Then I'm going to name this ad set, just so I know what it is. And I'm pretty much going to duplicate this at a minimum of 3 to 5 times. So let's just go ahead and do 4 times, duplicate. And then from there, I'm going to rinse and repeat. I'll do the exact same thing, finding 4 other audiences that I think could be a good idea. So I'll go ahead and just hit suggestions. And I find that the best way to actually find new audiences is think of one idea, hit the suggestions tab, and let Facebook do the rest of the work for you. So I'll do that one. And what's so great about this is because they're such low budgets, you can get some really easy, quick wins. And even if you just continue to replicate it daily, it does become very, very consistent. So it's a really easy strategy across the board. And all you have to do at first is you're not even necessarily looking for crazy winners. You're looking for an audience that is showing potential. So even if at first it hasn't gotten a sale yet, but it's showing a really good click-through rate, let it run, let it spend up to your kind of limit that you're willing to let it spend up to, and you can kind of go from there. So I'm just going to do these last 2. And don't be afraid to try audiences that may seem a little bit weird, because a lot of the time Facebook will still target your right person, and you're just going to hit different pockets of those people, which are really, really good. And I'll just do this one right here. And that should be good. Then from there, you can go ahead and publish those and get them live. And wait for those results to pour in. This is a super easy thing to do. I personally recommend doing this at least 3 to 4 times a week, launching some new audiences. You don't need to have a big budget for it, and it's really, really easy to implement and to execute. And all this is coming from this funnel diagnostic cheat sheet. This is all around audience testing. So if your CPMs are really high, or you're not getting really great results like you'd want to, or your results are very inconsistent, this is a great way to lower your CPMs and improve your results, and especially improve your result consistency. So give it a shot. If you're interested on more tips like this, or you want me to review your ads personally, join the Predictable Profits Mastermind. You can join here. You get tons of ad feedback. I will personally review your ads Everyone's asking questions around how everything works. I give lots of feedback. It's really, really simple to join. Just click the first link in the description. You can join it. I'll give you tons of ad feedback. You get tons of really cool stuff. So you can read more about it below. But without anything else to say, that's all I got in this video. Go out there and test some ads, and I'll see you in the next one.